All right, my friends, we are moving along nicely here. It is week 5 of our series on how to hit better volleys without hitting technically better volleys. Today is Monday. We've touched on this a little bit. What we're talking about today is the idea of watching your opponent as opposed to watching the ball. All right, so we're gonna do a little test here. I'm gonna see if you guys can figure out what shot I'm about to hit, okay? Notice there will be no ball in this picture, but you're still gonna be able to see what type of shot I'm gonna hit. All right, so what am I gonna hit right now? Yeah, an overhead, an offensive overhead, because I'm close to the net. What am I gonna hit now? Still an overhead, but a defensive overhead. What about this? Low volley. Am I gonna hit that well? Probably not. What about this? High forehand volley. Am I gonna hit that well? Probably. So what I'm talking about here is the idea of you don't have to watch the ball. It's clear, you saw in those little clips right there, in those little pieces right there, what shot I was about to hit and whether it was gonna be a good shot or a bad shot, an offensive shot or a defensive shot, and there wasn't a ball out here. So when you guys are playing, what I want you to really be thinking about is, okay, I hit a ball, boom, right? I want to watch, yeah, you got to watch the ball, right? Watch the ball into your racket, boom. But it's this point, don't be watching the ball, right? It's just silly. Look across the net and see what is your opponent doing. You'll still be able to see the ball in your view, but you'll also be able to see what type of body position your opponent has. Are they backing up? That will tell you one thing. Are they moving forwards? That'll tell you something else. If we can learn to kind of see our opponents as opposed to the ball and read what's going on, that's going to really, really give us a head start on our movement and our positioning for that next shot. So when you're out here, when we're doing these volleys, when we're hitting volleys, again, we're not talking about how to technically continental grip and open racket fit. We're not talking about any of that stuff, right? Who has time for that? Who has 3, 4, 5 hours a week to spend on a ball machine cranking out volleys? We don't have time for that. So instead, let's learn how to predict what's likely to come next and put ourselves in the appropriate position based on that. Look, if I give any one of you, if I put you right up here at the net and give you a meatball, just some big floater, it doesn't matter how good of a volleyer you are, you're gonna be able to hit that ball and put it away comfortably, right? I mean, I would think so, yes? If you're standing like this, even just a little frying pan volley, if I give you some tiny little dinker of a volley, you're gonna be able to put that into the court, no problem. You're not gonna be scared of it, you're not gonna be afraid of it, you're not gonna worry about what to do with it, you're gonna be able to hit that shot easy. And that's the idea behind this series. We don't have to get technically better at our volleys, we just have to understand what's happening on the court and why. So again, for today, if we're thinking about how we can look at our opponent and read what they're doing, that's going to determine where we go on the court, where we position, and give us either an easy volley or maybe a neutral volley or a difficult volley. All right, so make sure when you guys are out there this week, keep an eye on your opponent. We talked about at the end of last week, the idea of reading and reacting. That's part of what this is. That's really what this is, the idea of reading your opponent and their court position. See what's going on across the net from you, right? You see the ball, boom, you hit your shot, then lift your head up and look across the net at your opponent or opponents and see what's happening on that side of the net. That's it, you guys. Remember, keep it fun, keep it simple. I'm out of here.